Hello, this is Frankie from the Pixel Slayers, and today I have something I'm very excited about, and I've actually been wanting forever. I missed the boat on the first release of these, and they finally, after several months, released a second batch. This is a Turbografx 16 Mini second batch. I don't know if there's anything different about the second batch, but let's open it up and find out. Alright, so like I said before, I missed the boat on the first batch of these. I was like on the fence about it. I didn't know if I wanted to pre-order it, and I didn't. And I didn't know if I really wanted to buy it, so I kind of waited, and of course, it sold out. So I felt completely stupid after missing the boat on the first shipment of these. And I thought, well, you know, a couple weeks they'll have more. And of course, I waited. And I waited, and I waited, and they never came out. So I felt like, oh boy, is this just like a one-off release? Is Konami only making one of these, one batch? And I was afraid I missed the boat. Kind of made my peace with it, and then something strange happened a few weeks ago. They were back in stock. So as soon as they were back in stock on Amazon, I went ahead and hurried up and ordered it, and had to wait a couple of weeks for it to ship. And today I just got it in. So this is a quick unboxing video, and also just a quick, quick unboxing. I'm not the first one on here to be doing that, but I just wanted to see if they changed anything out on here. In case you don't know, the Turbografx 16 was a console released in 1988 in Japan, and 1989 in the United States. It was known as the PC Engine in Japan, had many variations over there, and even had a sequel over there. Over here, it just had the Turbografx 16 model, and I believe it came out with the CD model here, but that was about it. It pretty much was done with by '93, and it was really hard to find on store shelves by then. So I missed the boat when I was younger, because by the time I was really old enough to buy my own game consoles, it was really hard to find one of these new. And honestly, I was all Sega at that time. So yeah, I never had one of these originally, and I have played these games a lot in the past, and I just couldn't get myself to pay the high price for the cartridges, so that's why something like this is so appealing. And in case you don't know, this is a Konami released product because Konami bought Hudson Soft, which had like a license agreement with NEC, and most of the software was ported over from other consoles by Hudson Soft, and a lot of the original software was like developed by Hudson Soft. They're kind of like a first party. And so when Konami bought them, I think they got the rights to the Turbografx 16. They had the M2 studio work on this portable, the same studio that made the Sega Genesis Mini. And this is actually manufactured by Hori, and something cool I'll tell you about later regarding that. But yeah, so here we got the instruction booklet, and it's just kind of like a basic instruction booklet, kind of basic, but does have some nice font. It's a little bit bigger than normal. Right here looks like the controller. Really generous length cord, which is nice, and pretty true to the original controller in it. Yeah, pretty solid feeling, so that's nice. Only downside is you only get one of these, and in case you don't know, this is $99.99. So you kind of wish you would have got two for that price, but unfortunately you only get one. It uses a micro USB cable to charge. It does not come with a power brick. Something I was hoping that the second batch would come with, but nope. You need your own power brick, but lucky most of us have tons of those laying around. And right here is the console itself. Looks like it comes with a HDMI cable. Honestly, that's kind of impressive. Usually you don't get any HDMI cable these days in these cheaper bundles. And here's the console itself. Here the lights are stickers. That's not a sticker though, so that's kind of nice. Even has this that does absolutely nothing right here. Look at this. This is where you would have put the cartridge at. It would have been a little bit bigger, of course. I would say this is probably like maybe 75% scale, maybe 60% scale of the original. It's actually, for a mini console, it's pretty big. It's not that much smaller than the original console, so just so you know, it's going to be kind of taking up a good amount of space in your living room. But yeah, they basically copied it pretty closely. Of course, the back, instead of saying NEC, says Konami. And has 2 USB ports up front. So this comes off, and this is where the HDMI cable goes. This is a regular size HDMI port, not none of those mini ports. And it looks like right here is where the power cable would go. And so yeah, you put that in there, and then you just put this back over it. Keeps the original look pretty well. Pretty nice. Has a nice heft to it too. I mean, it's not it doesn't feel like a cheap piece of plastic. It's actually pretty thick plastic, so that's pretty impressive. I gotta say, it's for a mini console. I kind of like that it's not too mini. I don't really like when the mini consoles are like microscopic. Maybe it could have been a little smaller, but honestly, it's kind of nice that it's close to the original size. It's actually bigger than the original PC Engine, I believe. So that's pretty nifty. Yeah, so it's a pretty nice console. Doesn't look like they changed anything, though, from the first batch. It's just strictly another release of it. Nothing different. Yeah, and that's pretty much all you get in the box. If you want to take a look at the box a little bit more closely, they basically zoomed in and kind of took away all the NEC logos, and they kind of just kept the design, but if you look closely, it's kind of different. Of course, it says Mini on the side now. The back shows you all the games. You can freeze that if you want, pause that if you want to look at all those games. But yeah, it comes with all those games, and it says Konami. But something that they haven't really talked about that you might want to know is, check out this. It's made by Hori, which basically means Hori's like a really good third-party company in Japan. They make a lot of like good accessories. But that also kind of got me thinking, so we have actually a Hori gamepad for the PS4, which we'll put up there on top there in the video notes, and you'll see that it's made by Hori. And I looked it up and I did some research, and it turns out that the PS4 Hori controller, that little mini controller that we reviewed, actually works for this. Because one thing I was kind of down about was the fact it only came with one controller, because there's a lot of cool 2-player games that I want to play with Sari. And I didn't really want to have to spend $25 on a controller after spending $100 on this. So it turns out that since it's a Hori product, the Hori PS4 controller works just fine on here. So just a heads up, if you happen to have one of those and you buy one of these, you have a second controller already for this. So something that no one's really talking about, but I'll mention it right here. Yeah, but overall, I'm pretty impressed with the build quality. Like I said, I wish they would have just threw a power brick. But, you know, $2 times a million probably adds up, of course. So they were trying to save money where they could. But like I said, this is a great controller. Feels pretty on par with the original. Generous length. Comes with a nice HDMI cable. Nice build quality. You know, nice package overall. And I gotta say, for $99, it's a bit on the high side for a mini console, but not if you consider how much those games cost for it. To get most of these games on the list, it's not doable unless you're really wealthy. Most people aren't going to be coming across these games and building a Turbografx collection. So for the money, $100 is actually a steal if you consider what you're getting on here. Now, I know it's emulation. I know you can run it in emulation, but you're not going to be able to run it as smoothly and as close to the real thing as this. You have the real controller, close to real hardware, running emulation of it, and upscaled. And, you know, honestly, for most people, this is the way they're going to experience it, and this is the way I think you should experience it, instead of, you know, paying scalpers thousands of dollars for this collection. We might be doing some reviews on certain games that are included, so stay tuned for that, perhaps in the future. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that you can buy these again. They're in stock. You might have to wait a couple weeks for Amazon to ship them out to you, but they're obtainable. I don't know for how long. I don't know if they're going to keep releasing these over and over again, or if they're just doing a couple batches like Nintendo did with their minis. But if you're looking for one of these, $99, heck of a deal in my opinion, considering the cost of a collection. So this is Frankie for the Pixel Slayers, and thanks for watching. Bye.